Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the birch, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us.
Now who that is?
Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing yet. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much at stake. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need the facts. It's real, dog, sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace. You gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience and the pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was iron in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition, they ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing you. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. You gon' see the...
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 or 5:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Where's my ATB crew at? I'm right here. Guys, I made my first appearance on ATB today. I've hosted the show a bunch of times. I've never gone on as a guest. It was super fun. Shout out, let me know if you were in ATB and you saw us chatting it up there. Shout out to DZ. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. We got 300 people in the chat right now. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure, where you guys will all have a chance to win some free crypto. And I think we have a hat potentially in the giveaway. And if we hit 850 likes on tonight's live stream, I will throw some of those Frankie Candles hats or some more Frankie Candles hats into that giveaway, and we'll give away a free month of the premium Discord. But guys, with all that being said, Bitcoin, how about that thumbnail though? Shout out to I don't know if Tony D made that one. Shout out to whoever made that thumbnail. That is the most hilarious thumbnail I've ever seen. But speaking of riding the bulls, guys, are we going to get a move up here? Are the bulls going to fight and try to break out here? Or are we just moving up into a big rejection zone to get a big move down? We're going to be covering all that today. I'm going to be giving you guys the key levels. I'm going to let you guys know whether I'm leaning bullish or bearish over the next couple of days. And at the end of the stream, guys, we will be taking a look at those altcoins. Don't spam them in chat just yet, but save them for the end of the stream because we will be taking a look at all those altcoins. And yeah, with all that being said, guys, it's my birthday. But I think you guys know that from this morning. But I do real quick before we start, guys, I just want to say, overwhelmed by the birthday wishes from the Candle Mafia. You guys are absolutely insane in the Discord, on Twitter, in the chats. I was on Debate Crypto earlier. You guys were going absolutely insane. Really, it is overwhelming to get this many birthday wishes from the Mafia. It's the coolest thing in the world, and I know I talk about this all the time, but I just want to make sure you guys know that this is like the coolest thing in the world to me, and I will never take it for granted. It's like I get to hang out with my friends every single day, and I got a lot more happy birthdays this year than I ever have in my entire life. So shout out to the Candle Mafia. You guys are absolute. You guys are the goats, not me. You guys are the goats. So shout out to you guys. I love each and every single one of you. And before we jump into the charts, guys, let's go ahead. Speaking of the Candle Mafia, let's see who we got in here. Oh God, Crypto Billy. Crypto Billy's a menace. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you so much for that super chat, bro. I should be sending you super chats. You help me. Shout out to you, though, bro. I do appreciate you. He says, is that your phone ringing? Oh, no, is my phone ringing? He said, is that your phone ringing? Is that your phone ringing? Lol, happy birthday, bro. Go buy a new hand pump for Mrs. Candles, the plastic one. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Plastic? I don't know what you guys are talking about. You're saying Mrs. Candles is plastic. But shout out to Crypto Billy, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you so much for the birthday wishes and everything you do for the channel. I love you, bro. And yeah, bro, shout out to you. Who else we got in here? We got YouTube channel, the YouTube channel. Saying, have a good stream. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Raphael. Shout out to you, man, because I can bump it. Birthday. Happy birthday again, bro. LFG, let's go. Shout out to Bufo on the beat. Crypto Farmer. Danielle. Anaya Guitar. Shout out to you. Let's see. We got Creighton C. Donato Cabrera in the house. We got the Hybrid family. Good to see a Hybrid family. Thank you for tuning in for this very special birthday stream. Let's see. Shout out to A-Train. Whoa, Billy. Let's go. Shout out to A-Train. I love you, bro. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Amrit, shout out to you. We got B Team Crypto, Cal's World, who I think sent a super chat. Shout out to Cal's World. He says, hey, Frank, for good luck. Been busy these days, but just wanted to drop by and wish you a happy birthday, my friend. Thanks for taking care of the Mafia and hope to be back soon. Take care. Shout out to Cal's World. I love you, bro. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you so much. Cal's World sent me a Christmas card. That's pretty, a handwritten Christmas card. Shout out to Cal's World. I love you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Blake for that $10 super chat with the celebration emoji. I do appreciate you, man. And then we got Satoshi Yoshi. What is going on? Thank you for that super chat. Said happy birthday. With a whole lot of emojis. And guys, without further ado, we got Jessica, our female representative of the Candle Mafia. We got Crypto Billy. We got Tyler Durden. Chemistry, bro. What is going on, Chem, bro? Tony D. Crypto Anon's got to be in here somewhere. Shout out to all the mods. Captain Kirk, you guys know who they are. Show them some love in the chat. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Shout out to Steven Atwell. Shout out to Jessica. There she is with the super chat. Let's go. Shout out to you. 84 Reckless. Thank you so much. He said, I'll pull a birthday fib for you. Let's go, guys. And speaking of fibs, shout out to 84 Reckless. We are going to be pull in some birthday fibs today. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. Here we are on the Bitcoin chart, guys. Shout out to Jessica. Guys, thank you so much for the super chats. For real. Shout out to Bobby Chulo. Bobby Chulo, what is going on, bro? He says, happy birthday. I hear here's to another year worth of sauce. Shout out to Bobby Chulo. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that super chat. For real, guys. Seriously overwhelming birthday wishes. Shout out to Gio for the super chat. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Gio. Yeah, seriously overwhelming, guys. Shout out to the Mafia. You guys are amazing. It's literally the luckiest person in the world. I truly do feel like that just because I got you guys. Shout out to the CandleMafia. But now that you guys are giving me birthday wishes, I'm going to give you that sauce. Let's get it. Taking a look here, guys. Some weird price action. Some real weird price action on Bitcoin here as we got that crazy dump yesterday, followed by that big pump to the upside. But before we jump into the actual key levels and kind of what I'm expecting out of Bitcoin in the near term here, I do want to kind of turn off RTA, and I want to talk about what I was talking about this morning. For anybody watching right now that may have not been watching earlier this morning, I do just kind of want to show you guys, we've been looking at this this weekly red dot that is confirmed on regular candles and printing on your Heikin-Ashi candles. And kind of what I was looking at here, guys, this is obviously going to be warranting a more of a move to the downside potentially. However, as we were looking at some of these lower daily time frames, such as the 4-day, the 3-day, and that 2-day, which is now printing a green dot, that's kind of the whole thing there. The 2-day is printing that green dot. Your 3-day is rolling to the upside, looking for that green dot, and your 4-day is also curving up pretty quickly, right? We came down, and it's immediately skirting back to the upside, and that is starting to make me think that this weekly red dot may not play out like the rest of them typically do, right? Weekly red dot right up here, as we were very, very similar overbought level, almost the exact same overbought level, wound up being the top of the bull market. And then, up here, obviously, in these strong uptrends, they are not as strong. And earlier this morning, I was kind of just comparing the current price action to this 2019 little fake out bull rally. And, you could see here our first overbought red dot on the weekly wound up just giving us sideways movement, right? Before getting another 60-something% move to the upside. I think it was about 68% before getting our second weekly red dot that wound up actually bringing us down. And then you had the March 2020 crash. But the fact that we have the red dot on the weekly, but these lower daily time frames are starting to curve up and we're getting that 2-day green dot, I'm thinking that this weekly red dot may not play out as they typically do. Number one, we're in a pretty strong uptrend. And then number two, obviously those lower daily time frame VWAPs are starting to work their way to the upside. So that's just kind of something I want to throw out there. Now, again, you don't want to expect price to just continue mooning forever. We have to get some kind of a pullback at some point. So I am not disregarding this red dot, but we have to take into consideration that we're getting that 2-day green dot, and then the 3, 4, and 5-day VWAPs are curving back up. And on top of that, our money flow is back, is still in the green at pretty healthy levels here on those higher daily time frames as well. So just some things to keep an eye on the higher time frames. Now, moving down here, our daily VWAP, obviously above that zero line, confirmed green dot here is, a pretty good sign as we did get that big bounce to the upside. And then working our way down here, obviously, as we come to these lower time frames, they're going to start cooling off more and more as we move forward. The 8-hour kind of curving down towards that zero line, looking for a red dot pretty soon. Your 6-hour did get some support on that zero line. Money flow on the 6-hour is actually still looking pretty good as well. Now, I kind of want to jump down a few more time frames here, guys, and I want to reference what we were talking about on the morning stream. If anyone's kind of thinking, like, what are you talking about? You don't do a morning stream. We did a morning stream today. I was going to do a market update. Then I was like, hey, I'm just going to go live with the CandleMafia on my birthday. We got to do it. Shout out to Connor Anderson in the house. What is going on, bro? Yeah, I'm so sick of this short squeeze. Shout out to Connor. But yeah, so continuing on. Hey, shout out to Creighton C, bro. Shout out to you. Didn't you super chat me in the morning stream, bro? No way. Is that I think this is your second super chat. Shout out to Creighton C. He says, happy birthday. Looking good with that tan, brother. Calm down, Dave, or the hats go back on. Let's go. Shout out to Creighton C, bro. You guys crack me up. Every time I go on Debate Crypto, you guys have me absolutely like busting out. I like, it's so hard for me not to laugh out loud. You guys crack me up. They were singing happy birthday to me in the chat on Debate Crypto. It was hilarious. But shout out to Creighton C. Thank you so much for that super chat, bro. I really do appreciate it. And you are a funny man. And let me know if that's your second super chat, because I think it is. Shout out to Hannah King, said, just posted a happy birthday post for you on my Instagram, Frankie. Hannah, I will definitely go check that out and give it some love when I hop off the stream here. Shout out to Hannah. Thank you so much for that super chat and the birthday wishes. You're the best. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Happy birthday, Frankie. I saw this morning. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. But continuing on here, I kind of want to talk about what we were looking at this morning, because we wound up seeing almost exactly what we were looking for, right? We were looking at the 4 hour, and at the time, we did have a red dot. He said maybe. Creighton C said maybe. I don't know if I can go back and look at it, but I'm going back to look, bro. Shout out to Creighton C. I really do appreciate you, man. But on the 4 hour, guys, we were looking this morning at the red dot printing, which it was printing right here. However, we were looking at the money flow, and the money flow was looking pretty saucy, right? This money flow was flying up towards that zero line, looking like it wanted to come up into the green. And I was saying, some things don't look that bad. Again, the lower daily, we have the 2-day green dot, right? We have the lower daily time frame starting to curve up with the VWAP, right? Our 4 hour money flow was looking pretty good. Coming over to our 3 hour money flow, also looking pretty nice here. And this was kind of making me think, like, we were talking about, like, hey, guys, this red dot is here. I really like to see how this plays out, because I would actually lean a little bit more bullish in the short term, slightly more bullish, because of the way the money flow looks on top of the lower daily time frames, not looking bad with the VWAPs, and that money flow coming up was making me think that, that red dot on the 4 hour was kind of the only bearish thing that was kind of questioning me, right? That was like the only thing that was kind of stopping me from saying, like, hey, guys, I'm bullish. But I still leaned a little bit bullish, but was just cautioning people against that red dot. I said, I want to see how that red dot plays out. And, we were talking about, we were sitting at this key level of support, right? We are essentially sitting at the bottom of our upper range here. Upper range meaning this white box, looking at this value area low, value area high, and the POC in the middle at about 30K. And we were saying, we were down here this morning, and I was like, hey, if that 4 hour red dot winds up not giving us a lot of juice, or we wind up getting a VWAP flip where we print a green dot right after the red dot, I do want to say that I feel like we could get a move up to the golden pocket. And then, not too short after, I, ran to the office to do the BitBoy Crypto morning stream, and we wound up getting that push right into the golden pocket, and we are now trying to break through. And again, and what happened was our red dot on the 4 hour decided to disappear, right? So we didn't even have to wait for the VWAP we didn't have to wait for a VWAP flip or wait for that red dot to play out. It just simply disappeared, right? And the reason I bring this up, guys, is because the money flow very, very rarely lies. The money flow don't lie, baby. Shout out to Crypto Face, and shout out to the money flow, because it very rarely lies. And that was kind of the main thing I was looking at, was this 4 hour money flow coming up. And I was saying, like, that red dot, like, it's kind of out of place here. It kind of doesn't look that bad. And the fact that we were sitting at the lows of the range just all kind of made me assume that we may be able to get that move up. And again, that red dot was the only thing that was kind of holding us back. And then it disappeared, and I was like, that's it, baby. It's game on. And then we pushed into that golden pocket. However, does this mean that we're going to get this big move up, or are we just pushing into some danger zones where we could wind up getting a harsh rejection to the downside? And, as of right now, we are continuing to kind of get this little push up. Does look like some potential bullish consolidation. However, this also looked like bullish consolidation before we got that big nuke to the floor. So be aware of that. But are we going to get this big move, another big move up, or are we just going to kind of reject here? And that's what I want to talk about today. And I kind of give you guys, which way I'm leaning. Do I think we're going to get a big move up, or do I think we're coming down? So I do just want to cover very briefly the levels above us, and then I will cover the bearish case in case we wind up coming down. I'm going to zoom out and kind of show you guys some more macro levels that I would be keeping an eye on if we are going to see that weekly red dot play out. And, if I'm completely wrong about the lower daily time frames curving up and and thinking that the weekly red dot won't play out as they typically do. If I'm completely wrong about that and we're going to get a big move down from that weekly red dot, I want to cover those moves. I want to cover those levels to the downside that we have to be watching and ready for if we're going to catch some of those bounces or potentially enter into a short. So as far as moves to the upside here, guys, and just I want to do some local TA because obviously we are getting that push up. Money flow does look good on the 4 hour. However, if we come down to some of these lower time frames, your 2 hour VWAP is rolling to the downside pretty aggressively. No bearish divergence here, but you are looking to get a red dot here soon. Your momentum is starting to come out. Taking a look at your 1 hour, you are technically, you do have the red dot. Money flow is still coming up, but momentum is generally coming to the downside. So you just want to be careful. May cool off a little bit here. Really, the level we'd be looking to hold locally here would be within this golden pocket. Again, come down to a lower time frame. This does look like some bullish consolidation. I actually think TradingView would probably call that out as well as a bull pennant. Let's see. No, doesn't call it. But I will say this does look like somewhat of bullish consolidation to me. But again, this did look like a bull pennant as well, and it just puked purple candles to the downside. Sometimes they just don't play out, guys. But one thing that I would caution against a move to the upside would be that 1 hour red dot. Now printing. Money flow still looks pretty good though. So you can't lie about that. But coming down to your 45-minute red dot confirmed. Didn't really give you too much of a move here. But then once we start coming to some of these lower time frames, your 30-minute money flow is cruising to the downside. So if we are going to see a move down, guys, I'll tell you kind of what I'm looking at, and it's going to be this money flow cruising out as well as this 8-hour red dot looking to print here very, very soon. Not very, very soon, but you can see your VWAP is kind of chilling up here, but you are headed down, right? So if that money flow on the 30-minute continues to the downside and this VWAP winds up crossing over on the 8-hour and you print that red dot, and we are going to get a move down off of that, that's kind of what I'd be looking at. I'd be looking at that money flow crossover into the red on the 30-minute to kind of start that move, right? But other than that, guys, I will say that 4-hour money flow does look pretty bullish, right? This is basically as bullish as money flow gets on the 4-hour here, looking for that crossover into the green. But the question is, are we going to pull back first? Because, price action is very messy, right? It's not all the time that you're just going to get rips to the upside with no cool off. We could even get another big dump down to the value area low before having, we may print a red dot here, have the VWAP cross below the 0 line. We may get a pullback, and then as you get a bounce here, that might be where your money flow crosses over and you get the bigger move. But just in general, 4-hour money flow definitely looks bullish, and again, those medium to lower daily time frames, also with the VWAPs coming up, would be points for the bulls for sure. However, if we do get that move to the upside, big level of resistance I would be looking at is going to be this purple box here. Not only is it the point of control of our our upper range here, which is obviously going to be a strong level of resistance, we also have this local point of control from this more local range that we have right here, as well as a 786, all inside that purple box, making it a very, very strong level of resistance. So this would be the first major level I would be looking at to the upside. If we do push up, I'd be very cautious. This will be a very, very key level to get above, but it is likely going to give you some very strong resistance. So just be careful. And this level is coming in between about 30,000 and 30,300. And then if you, this is not as much of a, this is the value area high of this local range. So that is going to be another level to keep an eye on. And then all the way up here, this is really your super key level. If we can get a move above all these levels and take out these highs and rip above our previous value area high, which is, again, this range is coming all the way back from May of 2022, this previous area of consolidation that we traded in back here. I just extrapolated this value area high, POC, and value area low to the current price action, and that is where I got these levels from, and they are being respected almost to the dollar. So if we can get above that and attack this value area high, this would be a very, very, very key level that I will be looking for shorts at as we take out these highs, take out the value area high, potentially deviate out of the range a bit, and then if we can get some bearish signals up here, I will be looking for some shorts. And again, unless we absolutely moon through this level, again, you want to remember that weekly red dot. Although I just mentioned that it may not play out as they typically do, you don't want to completely forget about it, right? So those are kind of the key levels I'm looking at to the upside. Very strong level between 30,000 and 30,300. Then you have your value area high coming in at about 30,550. And then your next super key level is going to be that previous value area high, or this little swing high up here where I have that line right on that wick, right? So that's going to be your super major level, being that this is your more macro value area high. That is basically where I would be looking for shorts. So maybe we could cover some higher prices if we come out of this range. But again, I don't expect to rip from here and just moon right out of this range. I would expect to at least, even if we are going to crack this level, guys, I would expect to kind of bing bong around and hit our head on it a little bit and then flip it to support and get a move up. So these are the levels to the upside that I'll give you right now. However, what if we get that move to the downside? Now, I do kind of want to zoom out, but I'm going to cover the local levels first. And this is going to be, again, kind of the same levels we've been looking at for quite some time on the channel for the past few weeks now, as we've been kind of ranging around in the gold box and then ranging around in this white box. The key level to the downside, guys, remains basically right here. Well, this value area high moved up, but this level basically remains at 28.8K, right? Because actually it did kind of move up. Yeah, this value area high is starting to creep up just a little bit. But really, what you don't want to do is get accepted back into that previous area of balance, right? So this value area high from our previous range now coming in at about 28.9 would be a key level to watch. I'm actually going to draw this as a box. I just kind of draw it as a blue box, right? So this box right here between about 28,950 and 28.8K is going to be your key level because, just like we've been looking at all week, if we get that move down, get rejected by that golden pocket, and we start to test this level and lose it decisively, we could potentially get accepted back into this previous area of balance, in which case your next move down will likely be at about $28,050 at that local point of control of this, kind of more macro range, right? And I'm going to pull up a clean chart here because really, there's kind of a lot of levels that we're looking at here that all kind of make up one super level. But if we pull this range all the way back here and I unextend it from the right, let me just get back into these settings, unextend it. There you go, right? So this is kind of the range that we have been looking at. With our value area high right here at about 28 points, between about 28.6K and then our other level is at 28.8. So 28.6 to 28.8 is the key level of support that if lost, that's basically where we're looking to get accepted back into this value area and come down near this point of control. Again, coming in between about 27.8 and about 28.50, right? So I'm actually going to draw that as a box as well because you guys know that support and resistance is not always just a key, just not a single line, but usually is a range. The reason I do that is to try to avoid getting faked out, right? Because if you're just looking at a straight line, I'm sure if you guys are out there trading, which I know a lot of you are, you'll know that, you have a flat level of resistance like this, you'll wick above it, eat it right back down, and then you'll get that reversal, right? So that's why we like to draw it as a range. So we know, I'm not getting excited if we start, ripping into this purple box. I'm actually expecting rejections here, but if we rip above that purple box and start holding the top of this box, that's where I'm getting bullish. So just drawing support and resistance as a range is a safer way to look at things, right? Again, that key level remains the same, right? The value area low of this range and the value area high of this previous range between 28.6 and 28.8. Once you lose that level, I would expect a move back down closer to $28,000 even by our points of control in that previous range. Now, I do want to zoom out a little bit, guys, and look at more of the kind of macro here and just kind of talk about where I think things can go if things get super bearish, right? We did kind of go on a bender here, right? We got a big rip up. I mean, what are we up right now? We're basically up about 60% just from up here. That's not even from the bottom. From the bottom, we're up even more, about 100%, right? So we're up about 100% all the way from the bottom of the bear market, if that is the bottom. We have had some corrections, right? Some healthy corrections, but nothing goes up forever, right? So if we do see that weekly red dot start a cascade of a bigger move to the downside, that weekly red dot may be that thing that starts that big move down. And if that is the case, some of the key levels that I'll be watching here, let me pull up the VPVR real quick. And basically, I'm just going to be looking at our volume here, as well as our fixed range volume profiles to get these levels. Get rid of these. But yeah, here we go, right? So just kind of zooming in, I would say, right, again, if we lose the lows of this range, and again, these are levels we've been looking at for quite some time, our key level and door to lower prices, you guys will know, we've been looking at $26,860. That is one level we've been giving. But for, in general, basically all you're looking to do is not lose these lows, right? You don't want to lose these wicks. You don't want to lose these lows either. So it would, likely just be more of a range. Again, speaking of support and resistance ranges, I'll just draw it like this. So yeah, if we start losing this blue box, guys, this is kind of where I would flip a little bit more bearish, right? Because number one, let me grab this, right? Because once you lose this level, I'm going to pull another range here, another more local range. Once we start losing these lows, not only are you losing this value area low, but you're also just getting accepted back into this previous area of balance, right? Or this previous value area, or more macro value area, I should say, because it is current. But this blue box, let me get the prices for you. Between about 27,000 and 26, I would say 26.5, right? But when you're looking at the price action, again, you're just not wanting to lose these lows. So if we wind up losing that, not only are you losing the local value area low, but you're also at that point likely already accepted back into the previous area, this more macro value area. You're stuck below that value area high, and then this is kind of your last bet to get a bounce and rip right back above it and continue up. But if you get accepted back into this range, right, and you start losing it, and then you come down and you don't bounce off of this value area low, and you start to lose this value area low, that is where it is a likely move down to your POC, which is coming in at $23,000, right? Now, it's not just going to be an immediate move down to $23,000, and sometimes it is, right? Sometimes it is an immediate move, but in this case, it wouldn't be. We don't have a massive gap down to that level, so there are some intermediate levels that I will want to be looking at, and that number one level is going to be basically between about 25.3 and about 25K, or I would say 24.8-ish. So basically, just to come and test these highs up here, you can also see that is in correlation with this high volume node. So that is going to be another big level to watch if we get that big move down. Now, if you start losing that level, then it's getting more and more likely that you're going to see that POC eventually at 23K. But you have to understand that is a pretty big move, and the market is messy, and likely it will, confuse the heck out of you, right? It's probably going to come down and bounce back up, and come down and bounce back up. But once you lose these levels, you are expecting to eventually come down to this level. So this is the blue box that we do not want to lose. Because, again, at that point, you're losing the value area low, you're losing the lows of the range, and you're below the value area high of your macro range, which is right here at 27.7, right? So that is kind of going to be the catalyst for more downside. So this blue box is absolutely pinnacle, right? I don't know if that's the right word, but this is going to be an absolute, key level to be watching. And again, you guys know once you get back into that area of this more macro value area, again, not only are you likely to come down, test the POC, but you're also eventually likely to come down to visit your value area low, which is coming closer to about, 20K, I would call. It's kind of hard for me to think that we will decisively, get back to 19,000. But I would say between about 20,200 and about 19.5 is going to be that next, could be the next stop if things start to flip super, super bearish, right? That weekly red dot gives us a big, big move down, and we get accepted back into this big value, this more macro value area. That is basically where I flip a little bit more bearish on Bitcoin. And again, that happens at the decisive break of this blue box. So that's just some more macro macro levels that I'm watching, guys, in case a bigger bear case does wind up playing out. Those are going to be the key levels I'm watching. And then again, just looking at your price action here, I'm going to get rid of that value area. These highs back here closer to about 23. About 23.5, 24-ish. These highs would be another likely spot for price to stick to. But again, it's not that serious of a level. So I would expect it to just kind of be like a bounce before heading a little bit lower. So those are the key levels I am looking at in the long run, guys. Just on a little bit more of a macro level. And just coming down here to the lower time frames. VWAP coming up on your 15-minute. Taking a look at the 4-hour money flow. I'm looking for the money flow crossover on the 4-hour, guys. The question is, are we going to get that red dot on the 4-hour first? And that will likely bring money flow down a little bit, and then the next green dot will likely bring you back up into the green. But again, that 4-hour money flow does look good, but now we do have these lower time frames starting to cool off. So if this 1-hour red dot doesn't give us a move down and we get some kind of a VWAP flip here, things could get exciting. And just like we were looking for that same thing for that push into the golden pocket earlier this morning that we wound up getting, if this 1-hour red dot doesn't give us a big move up and we get a flip here with an immediate green dot print right after this red dot, that may be the catalyst up to these higher prices. But again, really what you're paying attention to here are the key levels. The key levels are now your indicator. In this environment, I am paying a lot more attention to the key levels and money flow than I am necessarily paying attention to green and red dots, if that makes sense. So there you guys go. That is kind of my sentiment here. I did see about 200 super chats come in, so I'm going to take a second to answer these, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to Ethereum. And how long have we been going for? All right, we've gone for 41 minutes. I'm going to read these super chats real quick. We'll take a look at Ethereum, and then go ahead and spam your altcoins in the chat, and then Rob the Crypto Snob will count them up and let me know which ones we're going to be looking at. But let's go ahead and check in on chat real quick. Let's see. DJ Haas, what is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Cotton Asher, what is going on? Thank you for being here, bro. I see you. Mr. Blake, let's go. Shout out to you, man. Need to be able to super chat crypto. Yeah, absolutely, bro. But yeah, shout out to Medic Money. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. Said, happy birthday, Frankie. You helped make me a bag yesterday, shorting and longing. Thank you. Hey, we're loading up the we're loading up the Bing Bong Blaster, or we're going to call it the Birthday Cake Blaster today. Shout out to Medic Money. Getting that money on the way up and the way down. I guess Medic Money is making money whether whether price is getting resuscitated or if it's bleeding out. Was that a Medic joke? I don't know. Yeah. Shout out to Medic Money. I appreciate you, bro, and congrats on your winning trades. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to Medic Money. Oh no, we're clogged up here. Too much money in the Bagel Blaster. Let's get it. All right, let's go ahead and move on, guys. Let's see. Shout out to Medic Money. I really do appreciate you, bro. The Izzy, what is going on, man? He said, happy birthday, homie. I hope you have an outstanding day. Much love, Izzy. Shout out to Izzy. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for that super chat and the birthday wishes. Let's see. We got Panda Storm in the chat. I see you. Dave Digital, I see you. Let's see. Shout out to Bruce Reed, thank you so much for that super chat. Said, happy birthday. Thanks for all the sauce, bro. No problem. Stick around. More sauce coming in 30 seconds. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Let's see. All three Rego says, I'm signing up for your B-Day, Frankie. Let's go. Been contemplating, but I'm all in and can't wait to meet all the CandleMafia. By the way, all in Hitman. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. And shout out to Burke. Thank you for that super chat, man. Said, made you a 3D metal coin NFT for your birthday. Message on Twitter. Thanks for what you do. Shout out to Burke. I'll have to take a look at that, bro. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. And thank you for the super chat and the birthday wishes, bro. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. Shout out to Joel Christensen. I appreciate that super chat, man. He says, thanks for spending your birthday with us. Have one on me. Happy birthday. Shout out to Joel. I do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And with that being said, guys, I may roll out early to go out to dinner with Mrs. Candles, but it's a heavy May. We're going to see how it goes. We're just going to keep going, and if we can end early, I will try to go out for my birthday with Mrs. Candles, but we'll see what happens. We usually say we're getting off early, and then we don't. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Batter. M Batter Viru says, thoughts on Binance adding Doge TUSD pair tomorrow. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I really, to be 100% honest, I don't really have many thoughts on it. I don't think it's really going to be a big deal. Yeah, man, I wish I had a better answer for you. I don't really have many thoughts on it. I appreciate the super chat. I'll give you a bing bong. Bing bong. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, man, I don't really have too much thoughts on it, to be 100% honest with you. So yeah, I feel like I should refund that super chat. I apologize. Shout out to you, man, though. I do appreciate you. And let's see. We got one more here. Mo1 Amory says, hey, Frankie, could you look at Algo? Happy birthday. Yeah, we could definitely take a look at Algo in a bit here. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the birthday wish. Tony D said, my birthday's in May, guys. Give me attention instead. Get out of here. I'm deleting that message. Get out of here, Tony. I shouldn't have let him out of the cage. Dang it. I spent so many years in the cage that I have to enjoy having someone of my own in the cage. Shout out to Tony D. I'm just kidding. His birthday is coming up, though. We're going to do something fun for him. Mrs. Candle's coming in for a birthday wave. Oh, she said hi. And she got balloons. Mrs. Candle's decorated the Frankie Candle set. And I also have a bunch of photographs of me and Mrs. Candles right here, but I'm not going to dox her live on the internet because she doesn't want to. But yeah, balloons are deflating. Hopefully the price of Bitcoin's not deflating. But let's go ahead and continue on here with the TA, guys. Shout out to I'm My Hero, says, happy birthday, Frankie. I remember my 21st birthday. Not much of it, though. Yeah, shout out to I'm My Hero. I wish I was turning 21. I'm actually turning 31. But I will take that. If you're saying I look 21, I will take it. Shout out to I'm My Hero. I don't think I really remember much of my 21st birthday either. I actually think I went, yeah, I think I was hanging out with Tony D, actually. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. Don't forget, but if you guys want to see your altcoins, go ahead and spam them in chat right now. Rob the Crypto Snob will go ahead and count up the votes. Is Rob here? Or maybe Tyler Durden will do it, or maybe Crypto Billy. Shout out to Crypto Billy. But yeah, go ahead and throw your altcoins in there, and we will start taking a look at them ASAP. But let's go ahead and start off by taking a look at Ethereum. Actually going to take a look at this Ethereum chart. I'm sorry, we're actually going to take a look at this Ethereum chart. So, here we go. I don't even remember being 21. Shout out to Mr. Blake. And also, guys, big shout out to Dave Digital. Dave Digital, low key, had me choked up on Twitter, man. He made me he made a video just kind of shouting me out for my birthday, and it's again super cool to see you guys do that for me. Super cool. Shout out to Dave, bro. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it was a super cool video. Go check out Dave's Twitter. I don't know what it is. I probably should look it up. But yeah, go check out Dave's Twitter. Check his video out to me. Did I? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Go check it out. Let's go. But yeah, let's continue on here, guys. Taking a look at Ethereum. Now, again, right, we saw this bullish divergence on the 4-hour, which was what wound up giving us that big move to the upside, pushing us into this purple box before getting that instant nuke right back down to the lows, before getting a big bounce right back out of that range to test that golden pocket. And then we came down to test that POC earlier today at about 8 a.m., and then we got that big bounce up into that golden pocket once again. So this is a key level of resistance, guys. I don't know, it doesn't look like we are locally going to get above this level right now. Not only is this a local golden pocket, but it is also a point of control of this more macro range, making it just a little bit stronger. So, it just makes it basically a stronger level, right? So probably a good chance we are going to get some turbulence here. We also have our VWAP on the 2-hour rolling back to the downside. Taking a look at our 4-hour VWAP is rolling over as well. Now, our money flow is coming up on Ethereum here, but it is not as close as Bitcoin, right? It looks much better on Bitcoin than it does on Ethereum. But we'll have to see what happens. Some more time has got to go by. Green dot now printing on Ethereum's daily time frame. So this would be, another point for the bulls, guys. And, just kind of zooming out here, this is just a testament to not getting super bearish at support, right? You get this big move down, and it's like, oh my God, we're losing key levels. oh God, we're going to zero. What's going on? But you just don't want to get bearish down here, guys, because what happened, right? We were at the lows of the range. We wound up wicking down and then holding that value area low before getting that bounce up to your POC. Now the next major level of resistance to beat is going to be that macro point of control coming in right now at about $1,913. If we can get above that level, that is where I would be looking for, 786. Assuming you can get above that 786, I would look for a move into that value area high, that more macro value area high from back here at about 1990. What is that? 1992. That was the year I was birthed. I was birthed on this day, 1992. But that is kind of the key level here. We got to flip that POC. If we can flip that POC in golden pocket, it gives us an opportunity to attack that 786, flip it to support, get a move to our value area high, where I would probably be looking to close the rest of, or to close my long position on ETH that I am still currently holding. I will pull that up real quick for you guys. There you go. So still holding this ETH trade, up about 21%. Bitcoin long still in here, been in this trade for quite some time, but still up pretty big on this one too. So I am going to, actually, I might shave some profit off this, actually low key right now, but because we're hitting that very strong level of resistance. But if we do get that move into that value area high, I would likely probably take more profits, at least move my stop loss into profit on this ETH long. And then hopefully if we can get that breakout and start mooning, it will turn into a grand slam trade. But if we get rejected, I will have locked in profits, moved my stop loss, and I will get stopped out in profit, making it a nice, quick little scalp trade. So yeah, trade's still doing good. Got a little sketchy last night, but we did get that bounce this morning. But shout out to Femex, guys. Femex is still doing I believe they're still doing a 10% discount on all their fees until like June 14th, I believe. June 16th. Tony can correct me in the chat if I was wrong about that. But yeah, if you guys want to sign up, we do have a link in the description down below. And yes, you will help support the channel. So if you want to support the channel, save a little bit of money on your fees, smash that link. Smash it. Don't smash anything, guys. But anyway, continuing on here, those are the next key levels. Again, not really, other than this violent wick to the downside, which in my opinion would be a pretty bullish sign, right? That was another bullish puzzle piece that we were looking at this morning on Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, are these long wicks, right? Like the fact that we got this big dump down and it all got eaten up so quickly is a very bullish sign in my opinion. Anytime you have a candle with a long wick on the bottom, it is typically a bullish sign, right? Because it's showing that the bears pushed price down and then the bulls came and ate it all back up. It's like, we're going down, and the bulls were like, nope, and they just eat it all right back up. So that is going to be our next key level here. If we can crack above that POC, I would get pretty bullish on ETH, at least up till that 1990 level, and then we would really need to start cracking through that whole purple box before we get another move up, potentially back into the $2,000 level. All right, continuing on here, let's go ahead and see if we got, there's the altcoins. Let's go. Real quick, I just want to read through some super chats. Shout out to Adrian Neal. I appreciate you, bro. He says, happy birthday, bro. Can we take a look at Quant and Algo? Yeah, we will take a look at Quant and Algo. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for that super chat. Shout out to Cybersplash. Just dropping a tip in that tip jar. And Cybersplash, I'm going to buy some Aztec and Cactus Moss Water with that. So shout out to you. I do appreciate you, my man. Let's see. Javi the Barber. Let's go, bro. He says, happy birthday, Frankie. Bing bong. Wish you many more, bro. Blessings. Shout out to Javi the Barber. I do appreciate you, man. And one day you will cut my hair. I'm going to make it happen. Shout out to you, man. Let's see. And shout out to Wolfman, Ate My Crypto. Huge supporter. Appreciate you, man. He says, Frankie, thank you for swimming. Thank you for swimming the fastest 31 years and 9 months ago to bring the world the most genuine TA YouTuber in the world. We love you, bud. Shout out to Wolfman Ate My Crypto. I do appreciate the kind words, bro, and I appreciate you being such a big part of the CandleMafia and always being here. And shout out to Alex O. Crypto. What's up, bro? I saw you pop in chat right there. Shouting out Roberto. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. And Tyler Durden coming in slick with that altcoin list. Let's get it. Next on our list is going to be VRA. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the KuCoin Tether chart. Shout out to Sudeep Rouser, which I've always called Sundeep Rouser, but I called her now I call them Sudeep because I know that's now their name. I've been reading it wrong the entire time. Shout out to you. Says hair, tan, NTA. Let's go. Shout out to Sudeep. And shout out to Bruce Reed. Says, where's the Frankie's grandma ETH on ENS? Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Frankie's grandma.eth. We got to get that. We got to get that. Hurry up. I got to get it before someone else gets it. I'm just kidding. We should do that, though. That would be hilarious. But, yeah, and shout out to Brian Peterson. Happy birthday, Frankie. Shout out to you, man. Shout out Brian Peterson. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I do appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the birthday wishes. You guys are crazy. Let's go. Continuing on. Let's go ahead and check out VRA. Alex O, let's get it, bro. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. He says, happy birthday, man. I love you. Stay blessed. You as well. Shout out Alex O Crypto. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you always hanging out here. We love you, bro. VRA Tech is cool. Long-term hodl, IMO, NFA. Let's go. Shout out to G Life. But yeah, not NFA. We should make I'm going to get that tattooed on my forehead, bro. Shout out to you. But yeah, guys, shout out Alex, Brian, Bruce, guys, shout out for the super chats. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. But let's continue on here, taking a look at VRA, taking a look at the daily. Now, this looks interesting, right? Well, I like this because we have a very, very clean range here, right? So I'm going to pull that range, and look at that. We're just chilling on the POC, which isn't unlikely, right? The POC is where the most volume was transacted, acting as a magnet. So, yeah, not too surprising here. I do see into my crystal ball, as long as things remain bullish or remain somewhat good for the rest of the market, being Bitcoin, I do think that our next daily green dot could potentially bring you up in to this value area high level at about 0.0079. And that is the value area high of this more local range here. But you do have a little bit of a, you also have your 786 and your golden pocket here. So I would look at this as a range. I do think that daily green dot, if it does print, could wind up giving us a move into this blue box, in which case this would probably be pretty strong resistance. If I go ahead and pull a fib up from, let me go ahead, pull it from, let's pull it from, I don't know what wick I want to pull this from. Let's see. Pull it from here to the low. Boom. Turn on that VPVR. Turn on the VPVR. Yeah, I mean, pretty interesting. I would say if you push into this blue box, value area high, likely to give you some resistance. If this does not stop you, I would expect a bounce above this, flip it to support, potentially shoot up closer to that 0.0086 cent level. And then potentially into your 786 at 0.0097. So those would be the next stops to the upside. But I do think in the more more near future, I do think that green dot could at least bring you up to the bottom of this golden pocket. So that is what I'd be looking at on VRA. But taking a look at your 16-hour, let me check, weekly red dot printing. So again, you do have your weekly red dot here. That is something you want to keep in mind on everything, right? If we start getting a big dump to the downside, guys, it's we're going to look in hindsight and be like, well, we did have the weekly red dot. They do play out very often. But right now in the market that we're in right now, you got to be ready to kind of just roll with the punches, right? You're going to get faked out here. You're going to get faked out there. It's a little bit of an unclear just general time in the market. So you don't want to ignore this stuff, but you also don't want to bet the farm on it. Checking out the lower daily time frames, your 2-hour VWAP it is looking similar to Bitcoin, where the lower daily time frames are not looking horrible. So I would expect that next daily green dot to at least give you some kind of a move up. If you could get up to that golden pocket, I would, if you are in any longs or anything, I would look to maybe take some profits there. But all in all, green dot on your daily, looking to print pretty soon. On your regular candles, same thing on your Heikinashis. Taking a look at that 45-minute money flow coming out, 90-minute money flow actually coming out. Yeah, money flow doesn't look the best on a lot of these time frames. Money flow crossing over into the red with this red dot on your 2-hour, 3-hour, and your 4-hour are looking for a bit of a cool-off. Yeah, 30-minute money flow coming out. Got a VWAP flip on your 8-hour. That's what I'm saying, guys. The confusion is out there. The waters are murky, guys. The waters are murky. We're in a very weird part of the market, right? Because a lot of that stuff I just looked at would suggest a move to the downside. And with that 30-minute money flow coming out, with that red dot, I would have been like, oh my God, that's a pretty bearish signal with the 30-minute money flow and that 8-hour red dot happening at the same time. That is a very, very, it's typically a pretty bearish scenario. But what happened? You just got that VWAP flip, and it's very hard to predict that stuff. It just goes to show the choppiness of the market right now. So if you're out there trading, don't get chopped up, guys. Do not get chopped up. But let's go ahead and continue on. 12-hour money flow looking pretty clean. 16-hour money flow looking pretty clean. So I would watch for that daily green dot, specifically on the Heikin-Ashi candles. I don't know if you're going to get it today. Potentially, we'll get it in about an hour and 20 minutes. But I would wait for that green dot to really expect that move up above that POC, potentially up into this blue box. And the reason for that is because the lower time frames do look a little confusing. So again, if that confusion can play out on the lower time frames, it will likely happen before that green dot winds up printing. So watch that green dot and that money flow on the 90-minute for another potential move up. All right, let's continue on. Water Swig says, water, water, water. Can I do Azteki and Cactus Moss water? That counts as water, right? Let's go. Nothing like a cold one on your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Cold Azteki and Cactus Moss water. Let's go. Let's see. Sweet Tea 5X. You guys are funny. Let's see. Ada made it. Oh, has Ada made it in the list? I actually do want to check out Ada, so I'm going to add it to the end of the end of the altcoins. I'm going to take a look at Ada because there are some interesting things popping up on the Ada chart. I was already going to go ahead and check it out. All right, let's see. XRP we could try to take a look at as well. And yeah. Yes, Algo as well. I'm going to take a look at Algo. Algo and Quant. Tony, if you could add Algo. Oh, no, Quant's on there. Just add Algo so we don't forget. And yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. Gen XD Gen, I appreciate you. He says, happy birthday. Appreciate you. And shout out to bullishsauce.eth with the super chat. Says, happy birthday, Top G. Thank you for being here on your birthday. Much love. Bullish on Frankie. I'm bullish. I'm bullishsauce.eth. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. And I assume that's your ETH address. Interesting. Shout out to bullishsauce.eth. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the birthday wish, and thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Okay, let's continue on. Thank you for pinning that, Tony. I appreciate you, bro. All right. Let's continue on here, guys. Taking a look at, so that's Veracity. That's what I would be looking at in the medium term. Let's go ahead and move on to Metis. Whoops. Bada boom. There we go. All right, taking a look at the daily. Come on. There we go. All right, so this thing has basically just been ranging around since May 2022. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so attacking, we have just been attacking that value area high. I'm actually going to pull a little bit of a second range here. Let's pull it here. A little bit of a mini range. Okay. Daily green dot printing. You're at a local value area low. That is an interesting level to be at. I'm just going to mark that out. I'm going to get rid of the value area to clean things up. But I am going, yeah, there you go, right? And these levels are respected, right? This level, rejection, right? Support, tapped it to the dollar, bing, bong, back down. But kind of taking a look here, right? If we hold support above this level, I do think it would be likely to get a push into the value area high, the macro value area high at 31.69. I'm going to mark that out. And yeah, with that daily green dot, money flow is starting to come up. Let's check that 90-minute money flow. Yeah. If you're going to get a big move up on Metis, I will be looking at this money flow crossover into the green, right? That 90-minute red dot may pull you down just a tiny bit here. But that money flow crossover into the green, if that daily green dot does wind up confirming, I will definitely yeah, I will definitely be looking for a bigger move to the upside. First, coming up to tackle the macro, spawn the level, macro value area high at 31.69. And if we could get above that level, I will be looking. Let's pull a little bit of a birthday fib here from the high to the low. Yeah, if we get a move above that value area high, I would look up towards that golden pocket between about 38.23 and 37.17. And then I would also be looking up towards your 786 coming in at 42.91. So those are the levels I would look at to the upside. And again, with the money flow on the 90-minute curving up like that, looking for a crossover into the green and that daily green dot, I do think that we may be able to get a move up into these prices in the near term, right? Again, that first key level of resistance at 31.69. Shout out to Ed X-Fedman. Shout out to you. He's ex-FBI. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. He says, happy birthday, Frankie. Is this Ben's alt account, X-Fedman? Happy birthday to Frank's little white candle. Let's go. Shout out to FedEx, man. You are funny. You are funny. For anybody who doesn't get that joke, BBC is BitBoy Crypto. LWC is Frankie Candles. Well, that's what Ben says. LWC, baby. Let's go. Too funny. You're funny, bro. Shout out to X-Fedman. I appreciate you. And shout out to BullishSauce.e for another $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Byron Johnson said, turn up. Let's go. Turn up. Should we play some music?
Ayo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and read it, you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal.
Guys, that song is lit. That is like my favorite song. This is I don't know how this stuff is royalty free. It's fire. But let's go ahead and continue on here. That's what I'd be looking for on Metis. Green dot on the daily, not looking too bad. Money flow is looking pretty good on the 16-hour, the 8-hour. 8-hour money flow coming out. Weekly red dot is there, though, so you want to keep that in mind. No blood diamond or anything, but you do have the weekly red dot, which is typically a very bearish sign. Again, you do not want to forget about these, but again, weird part of the market, so just be careful. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Next is going to be Quant. Shout out to Quant. Whoops. There we go. Let's take a look at the Binance Tether US chart. Yeah, I guess we can, I'm going to go ahead and clear. Actually, let's look at a different chart. Quant, sir, there we go. A little bit more price history here. And let's see. All right, so we are tapping our point of control here. Let's look at the indicators real quick. Yeah, lower daily time frames. Green dot looking for a green dot on the 3-day. 2-day green dot confirmed, as you are getting a little bit of a bounce. They're really not giving you much. This green dot's confirmed. It's really not giving you anything. Interesting. Take a look at your daily. VWAP getting a little bit of support there. Taking a look at your 8-hour. Yeah, I mean, this thing is just holding. This point of control has been solid. Yeah, no weekly red dot. This looks much different. VWAP actually curving to the upside. Money flow continuing to bleed out here, but VWAP is coming up. Yeah, when was this? June 2022. Big rip. Thank you, Mrs. Candles, just cooling off the room here for me. I appreciate you. But taking a look at our 2-week VWAP. Nah, no green dot. Pretty far away from that. Quant's a little wish-washy, I'll be honest with you guys. Money flow doesn't look horrible on the 16-hour. Taking a look at the 10-hour. Money flow cruising to the upside. Taking a look at the 8-hour. Yeah, I mean, your 4-hour money flow is probably the bullish case on a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I would say, yeah, your bullish case here is definitely money flow coming up. Yeah, money flow coming up on these lower time frames. I'm sorry, on the 4-hour is definitely more of your bullish case here. So, yeah, let me go ahead and pull a fib here and see if we can get some confluence. Yeah. So if we could get that 4-hour money flow crossover, guys, which again, similar to Bitcoin, it does look like it's probably going to want to cool off before we get that crossover. I would wait for that red dot before making any heavy decisions here because we are hitting resistance, right? Coming up into the value area high, we have the golden pocket right above us. VWAP starting to roll over. I think it would be more likely to cool off before coming up to attack that golden pocket again. But what we could do here is I'm going to go ahead and pull a little bit of a local fib. Let's go ahead and pull this. Come down to a little bit of a lower time frame. Yeah, maybe we come down, test that golden pocket before coming up for a second test of that value area high to potentially flip it and come a little bit higher. But yeah, 4-hour money flow is definitely your bullish case here once you get that crossover. And then again, yeah, your daily green dot's already confirmed. This one's a little harder to read. Money flow coming out on your 2-hour. Not looking too bad. VWAP and money flow coming on your 2-hour. Yeah, I think locally you come down before you come back up. So yeah, I would be looking for some potential rejections up here at that value area high. Should we go ahead and degen it, guys? Birthday degen trade. We'll do it. I just saw a super chat pop up. It's red. I could see it out of the corner of my eye. I see it's red. I think that means it's a big one. I don't know who it is. I feel like it could be another YouTuber. It could be Crypto Billy again. Could be one of the OGs. Could it be? Oh, it's Jessica. Shout out to Jessica, our female CandleMafia representative. Jessica, you did not have to do that. Shout out to Jessica. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. She says, please put a ring on it. But Mrs. Candles is outside. But yeah, she said, please put a ring on it. On Jessica for your birthday, just not this Jessica. Oh, don't want to get it twisted. We love you, Jessica. But I think Mrs. Candle will be pissed if I put the ring on you. But no, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Jessica. Thank you. You really did not have to do that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Yeah, you're awesome, Jessica. Thank you so much. Jessica and Crypto Billy out here with the rest of the Candle Mafia. Yeah, Jessica, let's go. Shout out to you. Thank you. Jessica, you tune into like every single live stream. Huge supporter of the channel, and it does not go unseen. I see you in here every single day, and I appreciate it beyond belief. You have no idea. Thank you so much. You guys are crazy. Shout out to Jessica. Let's go. Bing bong. I'm throwing money for myself now. Let's go. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Shout out to Jessica. All that money went off screen. I got to throw it behind me, I think. There we go. Bing bong. Happy birthday, Frankie Candles. Let's go. Shout out Jessica. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. Jess, let us know if you want to see an altcoin. We'll take a look for you. Yeah, you guys are crazy. Congrats on making it around the sun 31 times. Actually, shout out to Elianex Rodriguez. I don't want to butcher your name any further than I probably did. Shout out to you, man. When you think about it like that, it seems like quite a feat. He just ripped around the sun on a flying rock 31 times. That's a long time. Shout out to somebody told me I was alive for 11,332 days, I think. That's actually pretty wild to think about. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Johnny Two Pocket, says you're the same age as me. Let's go. Let's see. All right. All right. Put you on the spot. Let's go. Yeah, Mr. Blake turned up the heat. Is it getting hot in here, guys? It's getting hot in here. All right. Let's continue on. But yeah, are we going to go ahead and degen this right now? Okay. Nothing going on here, guys. Let's go ahead and continue on to our next altcoin, which is going to be, that was Quant. All right. Yeah, actually, before I move that off screen, let me just cover that real quick again. But yeah, Quant on the 15-minute time frame. Are we getting a 1 hour red dot? Yeah, 1 hour looking for the red dot. Okay, so basically what we got going on here, guys, I'm going to pull a fib here. Give me a sec. Pull a fib, a little birthday fib here. Go ahead and pull it to the wick. Pull it a little, yeah, there you go. I would be careful of that 786 test. However, what do we have going on here? I mean, even if we pulled this little local range on the 15-minute, what do we have here? Kind of a little bit of higher price action on our higher price action, higher highs on the price action, lower highs on your momentum waves with your VWAP coming down. Now, money flow is not coming out very aggressively, right? So this isn't like the best confluence. I will say that. You have money flow coming up. And when you have bear divs with money flow coming up, a lot of times they are not as strong as they can be. So be aware of that. Money flow also coming up pretty aggressively on the 10-hour. Dang, yeah. 5 minutes starting to come out a little bit there. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice little push. There it goes. Oh, my God. That's why you got to act quick. That's why you got to act quick. Oh, my God. Why didn't we put that lot? Oh, my God. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, my. I should have just done it. I should have just. Screw the TA. Screw the TA. We knew it was going down. Could have scalped that. That would have been That would have been so beautiful to do live. It would have been a perfect. Oh, my God. This would have been the best teaching experience for you guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe that just happened. Well, anyway, guys. There you go. Higher highs on your price action. It doesn't get much better than that, guys. It doesn't get much better than that. Higher highs on your price, lower highs on your momentum waves, and you got the little dump down. What was that? I'll just say we got that. Yeah, that was almost a 1% move. We could have just caught that live, guys. But there you go. You're now printing your bearish divergence. Creighton said, sorry, Frank, you had to dump it. Come on, bro. Come on. 100XG. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Let's go. I can't believe that just happened. I'm not happy about that. Boy, I am happy that it did what we said it was going to do, but I was literally going to get into that trade. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have been able to get in quick enough to catch that. But you got that 15-minute bear div, guys. Money flow was coming out on your 5-minute a bit there. But again, 15-minute money flow, this is still not the best confluence. I would much rather, see some kind of a bear div with money flow coming out, right? So you don't have a bearish divergence here, but let's just pretend for argument's sake, let's just say you had a big momentum wave here, right? And you had lower highs here on your momentum waves, right? And then you had higher highs on your price. Pretend that was a bear div, and you have money flow crossing out. That is a much more beautiful short setup, but it doesn't mean that it won't play out, clearly. So there you go. Should have jumped into that one. All right, let's see. Oh, boy. Yeah, Bitcoin dumping. ETH at 1904, though. Oh, yeah, Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, Bitcoin. Bitcoin go up and Bitcoin go down, guys. Bitcoin go up, Bitcoin go down, ETH go down as well. Yeah, dang, I wish I did that. I wish we did that live. But there you go, right? Very strong level of resistance here. That is for sure. But continuing on here, let me go ahead and where'd it go? We're looking at quant. Was it quant? QNT. All right. Where is it? KuCoin. That's what we were looking at, I believe. Was it quant? Were we just looking at quant, guys? I look at too much stuff. What were we just looking at? I wish I knew. Nope. There we go. It was quant. Okay. But there you go, right? 15-minute bear div. Would have been a nice little scalp there. Likely to play out a bit more as you're about to get that 1-hour red dot. But should we get in? It did bounce. Not really. So at this point, guys, just a little bit of a teachable moment. If you missed that short entry, you don't just, you probably could kind of FOMO into that, to be honest, because it's a pretty low time frame. But you would want to look for the retest of you would want to look to short a lower high at this point, right? So look for a push up into that golden pocket. Doesn't look like you're going to get it. But yeah, well, hey, let that be a lesson. When you see the setup, just trust your TA and take the dang trade. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. Bada boom, bada bing. Flat Smack says, this is a bull market, Frankie. Let's go. I'll take it. I'll take a bull market. I'll take a bull market right now. Let's see. Bada boom. Shiba pump. Hey. Bear trap, fake dump. Hey, Flat Smack, let's go, baby. Let's go. Might be a fake out. I hope so, to be honest. For the sake of my longs. Yeah, long's taking a little bit of a dump here. Not too bad. Just down like, I think this was up like almost 1,000. 876, not too bad. I'm going to hold them. Let's see. If there's anything here. Let's take a look at exo charts real quick. Slight, interesting. These higher highs, barely higher highs here. Not really. Yeah. VWAP at 29,112. Maybe a little dump down, tap on the VWAP before getting a bounce. Let's see. Longs closing out. Interesting. Open interest. Yeah, some liquidations. Interesting. I was trying to see if there was something here. Typically, guys, if you have your CVD coming up with your price making lower highs, that is bearish CVD divergence and can likely give you some foresight into a dump before it happens. Actually, here you go. This is actually a really good example. This is a good teachable moment, guys. This is EXO charts for anybody who doesn't know what this is. I don't get too caught up in feeling like you don't oh my God, this is super confusing. I don't know what this is. You could also see this information on Coinalyze, which in my opinion is a little bit easier on the eyes for newer people. So don't get too caught up on this if you don't know what you're looking at here. But when you have CVD coming up as price is making lower highs, a lot of times you can, that will kind of indicate that you are about to get a move down, right? It's just showing a divergence between your CVD and your price action, in which case this, I wish I saw this because this was a beautiful, beautiful little confirmation to get in on that dump because as you guys know, on that dump down on Bitcoin yesterday, there really wasn't much of a signal on the actual candlestick chart, right? There was no 15-minute bear div. There was no 1-hour bear div, right? There was really just nothing indicating we were going to get that big dump down. We just kind of tapped resistance and then got nuked, right? But when you're looking at something like EXO charts or just CVD in general, it doesn't have to be EXO charts, and you would have seen that you were getting these lower highs as price action was making lower highs. You had your CVD coming up, and then boom, you got that big dump down. Would have been a great way to see that coming, and that's why looking at stuff like EXO charts or even Coinalyze is a very, very good. They're good tools to add to your tool belt because sometimes they can show you things that don't pop up on the candlestick charts. And then one thing, just to let you guys know. EXO charts does cost money. It's a very powerful software that shows you tons of different stuff that I don't want to get too far into because I don't want to kind of confuse anybody. But this is a paid software, or it's a website. They have a software as well. But Coinalyze is 100% free, and let's see. Sometimes you get a little bit of different information, but let's see if we could have seen that dump. If we saw, see the CVD wasn't showing the same stuff on. All right, let's go to the 1 hour. Let me see. Where was that dump? Here it is. See, you didn't have. Oh no, that's spot CVD. Hang on. Yeah, so you didn't have CVD coming up on Coinalyze, which is really interesting. But you would have basically seen the same thing here. If you were going to catch that divergence, you would have seen price coming down. You would have had your future CVD coming up, giving you that divergence before the dump. Now I just want to find an example. Let's see. I'm not going to go crazy looking for the example. Here's an example right here. Right. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And again, guys, Coinalyze is 100% free. I have no affiliate link or anything like that. It's just a free software that I use. Definitely go check this out. It lets you see things such as CVD, liquidations. You can see your long liquidations here, short liquidations here. And it tells you how much, right? 18.5 million shorts liquidated or longs liquidated here. 5 million shorts liquidated. But you can see here on your CVD, you are generally coming to the upside, right? If you just kind of, I like to draw these as, kind of just, at like an average. I kind of just shoot right through the middle. You can see you're generally coming up here with your CVD, and then price action is coming down, and then boom, you get that move to the downside. But yeah, you could use this for many things, guys. I have a few tutorials on Coinalyze, so go check them out if you have not seen them. I am going to make a bunch more showing you guys how you can snipe bottoms. Coinalyze and EXO charts is really good for super low time frame scalping if you guys are into that kind of stuff. But all right, let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. I'm in a BTC short, and it just nuked, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Darren Does Things. I don't know if I would say it was a nuke, but it could turn into a nuke. That's for sure. I don't even like saying that word on live because I feel like I'm gonna get banned. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on here. Take a look at Theta. Take a look at the KuCoin chart. Bada boom. And let's go ahead and check it out. Let's pull a little volume here. Sitting at the value area high. Yeah, bouncing off the POC currently. Let's pull up Market Cipher. VWAP rolling up on your 30-minute. 1 hour VWAP starting to curve up. Green dot, nasty trigger wave here. Boom, double green dot, nasty, nasty trigger wave. VWAP looking to flop here. However, money flow is kind of coming up a little bit. Kind of hard to read Theta here. Take a look at the 2 hour blood diamond printing. That is definitely a bearish sign. This could easily bring you back down to your value area low, coming in at about 97 cents. I'm going to go ahead and draw that out as a level here. Yeah, I would look, if you lose your POC, which again, with that blood diamond, if that blood diamond confirms, you are likely to lose that POC and come down to your value area low at 98 cents. Yeah, let's see if we can get any confluence here with our fib. Pull a fib from the low to the high. Right there. That is about as beautiful as the confluence gets on your value area low. You have that golden pocket. Boom. Beautiful. So, yeah, if you do get a move down here, I would look for a move below the POC and then a dump down to your value area low. And then if you lose this level, you could potentially deviate into that 786, in which case you may be able to print a little bit of a bullish divergence here on your 2 hour time frame. That's just very speculative, but something I would look at. But these are definitely the levels I would be, these are definitely the levels I would be looking at right here. Just looking at this value area, and again, that blood diamond is likely, if confirmed, going to push you down to these lower prices. Yeah, 4 hour actually doesn't look too bad, but everything else is printing a 4 hour red dot, so that might be likely to flop back over. Weekly red dot is printing on Theta here. No bearish divergence, nothing too bad there. Taking a look at the daily, green dot looking to print. Something to keep in mind there. Taking a look at more of a macro range here. I'm going to pull it. There you go. Nice confluence here. Strong. I would really be looking at that blue box. That blue box is going to be a very key level to hold. Coming back down to test these highs. I'm going to turn on that VPVR. And yeah, see, blue box, pretty decent gap. Let me get rid of these levels here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to save that as default. But yeah, I would watch out here, because if you lose that blue box, let me zoom in a bit more. Yeah, if you lose this blue box, yeah, kind of a fall off in volume. Nothing too aggressive, but you do have a decent gap in volume here, all the way down to, another level I would be watching here would be, I would watch these highs right over here. Watch these highs at about 94 cents. So yeah, these are the levels I would look at. And again, that local value area is in perfect confluence. That value area low is in perfect confluence with the macro value area low. And again, that 2 hour blood diamond, I would keep an eye on that. So that is likely going to give you a move to the downside if confirmed. So just keep an eye on that. Shout out to Astrological Ether. Appreciate you for that super chat here. And they say, happy birthday, Frankie. Also, you can get 20% APR on Atom, 16% on INJ, and 10% on Crow on chain from your Cosmo, or on your Cosmo station. Hashtag Mafia. Shout out to Astrological Ether dropping some of that sauce and wishing your boy a happy birthday. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. And then Tony D said, I don't know, I can't read it. I don't know what it says. It says Mafia is requesting something, but I don't know what it says. I can't see it. But anyway, yeah, continuing on here. I'm kidding. I see what it says. Mafia is requesting that you go to dinner with Mrs. C. Oh, yeah, get out of here, B-boy. Get out of here, B-Day boy. Shout out to Biomex. Okay. Tony D super chat. I can't help it. Let's see. That's what chat wants. Let's go. All right, you guys are funny. I wonder how Mrs. Candles feels about discussing crypto indicators and candles during date nights. I will say this. Shout out to Elionix. I guess that's how you say it. No problem, bro. Shout out to you. Watch that blood diamond. But I will say this. Mrs. Candles has actually shown interest in learning how to trade. She even had me set her up a Femex account. that I loaded up with money, of course. I'm just kidding, which is totally fine. I mean, I'm not kidding, but it's totally fine. But I kind of pushed for it. I was like, listen. She's like, can you show me like support, resistance? She wanted to learn the basics, and I was like, oh no, we're opening up an account. And she's like, well, I don't want to lose money. I'm like, it's okay, you can lose my money. I'm gonna put my money in. Please trade, do it. Yes. So shout out to Mrs. Candles for showing interest in TA and learning how to trade. But let me go ahead and do this real quick. Just crazy. Just watched Debate Crypto and found out we share the same birthday. Hey, shout out to Pungent Sauce. We also share something in common, which is sauce. Shout out to you, bro. Welcome to the channel. But let's continue on here, guys. There is Theta. I am actually I will sign off a little bit early to go out to dinner with Mrs. Candles. I didn't realize we were running already an hour and a half. But let me go ahead and take a look at Algo, because I said we would look at Algo and Quant, and then I'm going to look at Algo, and I want to take a quick look at ADA, because there are some interesting things popping up on the chart. Daily green dot, looking to print here. We are curving out here, right? It is showing slight desire to reject. We will get a little more insight in about 50 minutes. But if you get that green dot, you are kind of at the lows here. I'm going to pull a range. Let's pull a range. Let's pull it from here to here. So you're out of your value area. Oh, baby, you may get that daily green dot. I mean, you may get that daily bull div and daily green dot on Algo. Algo just, absolutely getting crushed, obviously. But yeah, taking a look at your lower lows. Now again, you got them on the body of the candles and the wicks. Lower lows with your higher lows on your momentum waves. So you will potentially print this bullish divergence tonight as you are out of your value area. One thing that I don't like about this is you do have a bit of volume down here, right? Like oftentimes when you come out of your value area, if your volume is continuing to come out, right, and you have your volume continuing to kind of just taper off here, that is making it very likely that you will shoot back into your value area. But when you have a lot of volume coming in here like we have here, sometimes it could make it a little less likely to get accepted back into your value area. So that would be the one thing I would be cautious about. But if you get that green dot, you will have a daily bullish divergence. Your money flow, 12-hour bull div is printing. Yellow X confirmed. A little bit dicey here. Blood diamond, you're getting bullish divergences on a lot of these time frames. I think you could potentially... What is going on right now? Somebody is... Okay, I don't know what the heck just happened. I literally, in chat, the emojis just started scrolling. Like someone's on my computer scrolling through my emojis. That is horrifying. But I'm just going to roll with it. Don't steal all my crypto, please. That would be a disaster. But yeah, you're getting bull divs on your 6-hour, bull divs on your 8-hour, bull divs on your 10-hour confirmed. But it looks like it wants to roll over. This is hard to call, guys. 4-hour bull div is also confirmed. Didn't really give you much here. But I will say this. What happens if we pull this? Let me pull this volume a little further here. Yeah, I would be careful. I mean, you're getting a lot of bullish divergences with one about to print on the daily, which is typically a very strong bullish signal. But yeah, I'd like, what's the 4-hour money flow look like? Yeah, 4-hour money flow coming up. 1-hour money flow crossover into the, okay, your 2-hour doesn't look horrible. I would look for some kind of a bounce here. I don't know if I'd be expecting the world from it, but you do have those divergences both locally and, more in the macro here. So I would look for a potential bounce. Big level of resistance I would be looking at is obviously going to be this high volume node right here at about 18 cents, almost 19 cents. And then I would look at this value area low at about 0.197 cents, almost 20 cents. That would be another level if we do get a bounce I would be looking at. If you get a big bounce, if we get that daily bullish divergence to confirm and it winds up giving you a bigger move up, I would look for something like this, right? Nice bounce, hit your head, flip this, hit your head here. If you could flip this to support, your next likely stop is going to be about 22 cents for Algo. That is if you get accepted back into this value area, right? So you got to break this value area low and hold it as support at about 19 cents. So that is what I look for on Algo. Bullish divergences low-key everywhere. Yeah, red dot confirmed on your weekly. 3-day rolling back to the upside. Your 2-day is rolling back to the upside. So, yeah, I'd look for some kind of a bounce here. But just be careful because it is a little bit confusing looking here. But you do have those bull divs, and, it's always a game of probability. All right, let's see. Diddling your emojis, huh? Sketchy, bro. Shout out to B-Tim Crypto. But, guys, with all that being said, I think that is all the time I got for this birthday special edition episode of the Frankie Candles live stream. Shout out to our sponsor, Fruity Pebbles, specifically the Fruity Pebbles treats. We are now officially sponsored by Fruity Pebbles. It is my childhood dream come true. They are sending me a lifetime supply of Fruity Pebbles, which is amazing. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. I do want to go ahead and pull up that wheel of pain and pleasure, and let's see how many people smash the like button. Oh my God, 436 likes. Super, super low on the likes, but that's okay because we don't really have much time to spin the wheel anyway, so we're going to go ahead and spin it. We'll spin it 4 times. If we can get 500 likes by the time we are done spinning this wheel, I'll spin it 10 times. But hey, man, this wheel has been rugging everybody. What is going on? All right, spin numero dos. All right, let's see. Much West Michigan love, Frankie. Happy anniversary of life. I appreciate you, Eric Browning. Thank you so much. Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows. Let's go. Shout out to Flat Smack. Let's get it. Flat Smack that like button, guys. Let's see. I get Fruity Pebbles bars at the Colorado Dispos. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. I'm just kidding, guys. I know what you guys do in Colorado. I know what you guys are doing over there. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Colorado. That's actually somewhere I want to go. Beautiful place. Never been there. Actually, on my top list of places to travel to that I haven't been in the U.S. yet. I've never been to Colorado. Would love to go there. I think it's like crazy that people like I see, what do you call it, like TikToks or whatever, like videos online of like people like at Target and they like walk out of their Target and there's just like mountains outside. It's like the weirdest thing to see if you don't live there. It's like mind blowing. I'm like, what? You just walk out of the store and there's just giant mountains? That's crazy. I think that's Colorado. All right, spin numero tres. Let's see, baby. Oh, God. I said spin numero tres, which is 3 for those of you who don't know. And this is our 6th spin. That's wild. All right, there we go. What do we get? Is it oh, no. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 giveaways out of 4. We spun it 6 times, though. I didn't mean to. But, guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Let me pull up my OBS here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in for this very special episode of the Frankie Candles birthday live stream. Guys, one more time, I just want to say thank you so much. It was nothing short of completely overwhelmed by all the birthday wishes I got. Absolutely insane. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yo, Mrs. Candles. Mrs. Candles, oh my God, I won't show your face. I won't show your face. Mrs. Candles, oh my God. I thought, you put the balloons, she put the balloons, guys, on my desk. I'm sweating right now. I did not expect, I'm going to cry on stream right now, guys. I thought Mrs. Candles, didn't get me a gift. She just put a gift by the door and popped Mrs. Candles, give me a hug here. I love you, Mrs. Candles. You're the best. She's the best. I knocked off her birthday hat. I don't want to dox her face, guys. She doesn't like to be shown. But I will say this, guys. Mrs. Candles, let's go ahead and throw a hand in here, Mrs. Candles. Oh yeah, wave to the people. Mrs. Candles. Look at this. Mrs. Candles. Guys, everybody, show a little back. Show a little back, Mrs. Candles. Hang on. Show a little back here, Mrs. Candles. Ooh, show a little shoulder. Showing a little shoulder. I guess she's already showing shoulder. Look at those shoulders, guys. Let's go. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. I can't even see chat right now. Hang on, I gotta pull up chat real quick. Everybody probably left because they thought there were gunshots. Guys, shout out to Mrs. Candles. Oh, God, I lost my birthday hat. She's even got the rocket ship emoji. She's gonna make me cry. Oh, Mrs. Candles, I love you. I kiss your hand, Mrs. Candles. I love you so much. I can't believe she actually showed back, guys. There she is. She's a blonde. She has an oblong head, guys. She's very self-conscious about it. Don't shh. But yeah, Mrs. Candles, I love you so much. Thank you so much. She's even got a noisemaker. Oh my God. She got the rocket balloon. This is insane. Smash the like button for Mrs. Candles. Give him one more wave before we sign off here. Mrs. Candles, say goodbye. Mrs. Candles loves the tell the people what you want them to hear. Hang on, guys. Oh God, we got a candle burning right here. Tell them what you need to hear. I love the CandleMafia. There you go, guys. You heard it from Mrs. Candle's mouth. Thank you, Mrs. Candles. We'll see you next time. But yeah, guys, she even brought me a little bit of a cake. What is in this? Oh, my God. Is this banana pudding? Oh, my God. It's banana pudding. Let's go, guys. Well, with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Mrs. Candles just came in hot with a low-key, almost gave me a heart attack with that confetti cannon. But she brought me some cake, so she made up for it. She showed a little shoulder for the Candle Mafia. Let's go. I appreciate you, Mrs. Candles. Again, super overwhelmed by the birthday wishes, Candle Mafia. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. And I guess in traditional fashion, we're going to end this stream with a candle blowout here. That's all I got. I'll see you guys next time. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. I love each and every single one of you. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and read it, you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace. You gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice. These my motives, bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the ribbon, we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing you. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect.
Thank you. Anyway, I'm just kidding, guys. I pushed the button. But anyway, guys, I almost forgot. Today's episode is brought to you by Presend. If you guys are sick of making those double checks when sending crypto, like I am, I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous over checking my is the address right? Is the network right? If you guys are sick of doing that, check out presend.io. They have an amazing Google Chrome extension that does these background checks, does not do background checks, does double checks in the background so you don't have to. If you mess up your information or your transaction details, the transaction will simply not go through. Shout out to Presend, guys. Go check them out. Thank you to Presend for sponsoring the channel and making an appearance on the Frankie Candle's birthday fake out here. Now, with all that out of the way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull that music back up because I have a piñata here. I don't know how I'm gonna break it open. Mrs. Candle, take a swing at it with the
I don't
balloon.
think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
Money! There's money in here, guys. Let's go! Shout out to the Candle Mafia.
Jordan 1s,
Thank you guys so
gotta
much.
keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to say. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need a face.
ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace. You gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience and the pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. About my chicken and its rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition, they ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing you. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much at stake. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need the facts. Oh, it's real, dog.